So okay, so E is equal to R minus Rn is equal to R minus C square by 2 R minus square root of R square by C square. So this I'll get from the data handbook. I have wrote the table number, page number, all those things. So if I substitute R value, Rn is what, C square by 2 C value and R value. So I'll get this E is equal to 1.72 mm. Okay, once I got E value there, so I can find easily the C1, Ci and C0. Okay, fine. So here I forgot that. So here Ci minus Ci is equal to C1 minus E. So if I give the value, so Ci I will get 18.28 mm. So this is what Ci. So what will be the C0 there? C0 is equal to C2 plus E. So this I'll get 21.72 mm. Fine. Okay. So once I got E value there, I can find Ci, C1 minus Ce. I can get it from the diagram here. So Ci will be what? C1 minus E gives me Ci. C0 will be C2 plus E. Fine. So finally I got Ci and C0. Now the resultant stresses in the inner fiber, the formula we have, sigma IR is equal to sigma D plus minus MCI by AERI. So here, so resultant stresses is nothing but what? Combined stresses. That's what I said. This is a direct stress, sigma D is a direct stress, this is the bending stresses. So bending stresses, we have the inner and outer bending stresses. So here I wrote the formula, whereas direct stresses is F sin theta by 2A minus MCI by AERI. So here negative because the inner fiber is in tension. Fine. Sorry, inner fiber will be in compression. Okay. So that is the reason why I took as negative. So sigma IR I got as minus 100.85 Newton per mm square. So resultant stress in outer fiber, sigma D plus minus Ci by AE. This is not Ci. This is sigma naught C naught by R naught. This is C naught by R naught. Okay. So here I have negative because it's from the data handbook, but I will take it as positive. Why? Because the external fiber is in tension. Okay. So when I take positive, I got 60 Newton per mm square. So the internal fiber stresses, external fiber stresses, case 1. This is the case 1 when it is in what? When theta is in 0 degrees. Okay. Now away from the load, when theta will be 90 degrees with respect to vertical, what will be the moment? The moment is going to vary. So the moment is minus 0.182 F into R. So this becomes minus 273 into 10 raised to 3 Newton mm. So now what will be the resultant stresses? Same thing here, the same formula, whatever we have here, the same thing. So resultant stresses in inner fiber, sigma IR. I'll write directly here. So okay, so I'll write directly F sin theta by 2A. So this is the inner fiber. I'll take it as negative there. So minus MCI by AERI. So what will be the sigma IR? So sigma IR will be 67.67 Newton per mm square. Okay, so this is when theta is equal to 90 degrees. So same resultant stresses in outer fiber. So I said you outer fiber is in tension, but formula for us we have the negative, but if I write directly tension, I'll get positive sign. M C naught by AE R naught. If I substitute all the values, so then I'll get sigma R naught R will be minus 24.34 Newton per mm square. Okay. So this is how we need to solve the problem. Okay. Once again, I'll recall the things what I have done here. So here first I found to find the x dash. So x dash I can find easily because the circular part exactly half d by 2 I got the value. In the step 2, to find the maximum stresses, I am considering two cases. Case 1 when theta equal to 0, case 2 when theta is 90 degrees. Okay. So in the case 1, so what I have done, I have found the moment. So here in the theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90, all the values remain same except what? Moment thing. So the moment thing will be varied for the theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90 there. Okay. So this is theta equal to 0 when it is in compression, and when this is negative when it is in tension. Okay. So now we found all the value. Here we have the resultant stresses for the inner fiber and outer fiber when theta is 0. This is the resultant stresses for the inner and outer fiber when theta equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Thank you. We shall continue in the next class.